Hey, welcome back. Daryl here, Sweet Hot Rods and Honey. Today we're going to be doing some paint on the cab. We're going to put hopefully 3 coats of Bonneville black cherry, and that's an Eastwood paint, single stage. And we're also going to put a clear coat on it, so it's a high gloss clear coat, and I hope to put 3 coats of that, maybe 4, but we'll see how far we get. I've done all the body work, it's completed, and wiped it down. We're going to do one more wipe down of with tack cloth to get any dust off. We're here in the garage, so it's not going to be the ideal conditions, but it's pretty decent. So let's see how it goes. So the weather conditions are really ideal today. It's low humidity, there's very little wind blowing, and I'm going to have the garage door open and a window, so we'll get some ventilation. Like I said, we're going to use Eastwood single stage black cherry, and I've used it before with Clearcoat, and it works out quite well. The critical thing is to get the Clearcoat on, you know, just after flashing the paint. So, yeah, I wanted to make this a glossy finish. I've painted a 34 Ford with that same paint, and over time, and that was without clear coat. And over time, it kind of just starts to dull. So I wanted to keep this truck nice and glossy. So all the body work is done. It's as good as it's going to get. I tried to do my best, and like I said in the past, I'm not the best at doing body work, and this is not going to be a show car, so we're just going to make it real nice. So let's just wipe off any dust. I just finished doing using 3, which is a wax and grease remover. So everything is clean. And before that, after I finished sanding, priming and sanding, I washed it down with it was like a degreaser concentrate. So that cleaned off a lot of debris, anything in these tiny pinholes, if there were pinholes. I don't think there are. Oops. So yeah, it's clean, and that's critical. So we're going to start spraying from the inside out. So I'm going to do the interior, dashboard, this headboard up where the sun visors are, dash, door jambs, and the inside of the door jambs, and then probably start with the bottom side, anything low, to get that out of the way. Any kind of weird little nooks and crannies, try to get those early on, and maybe I'll just do 2 coats of that, and then do my normal spray across doors, roof, back of the cab, and so forth to get all the finished flat spots. So it's a plan. Don't know if it's a good plan, but I think it's going to work out okay. This tack cloth is really tacky, so so let me finish wiping this thing down. We'll mix up some paint and we'll get started spraying. Eastwood single stage urethane, Bonneville black cherry pearl. We're going to use that as our color. The fenders and the back of the truck have already been painted and clear coated. They're down the basement. I had to get those out of the way. And I'm going to use, I bought a new gun, but I'm not going to use it for color. It's the Black Widow HTE gun, and it has a cup that is used for it. I'm going to use this for the clear coat, so I'm going to set that aside for now. But what I am going to use is my Eastwood. It's a Concours, and I've had this gun for several years and painted, I don't know, half dozen cars or so. And I have a 1.2 tip on it, but I do have to mix the paint externally and then filter it, put it in here. So I'm going to use the cup with the measurements, and it's a 3-to-1. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to use this for putting out 3 parts color or base color and 1 part activator. So, and these have a disposable cup inside. I bought a lot of, I've got plenty of these, or at least plenty of these liners, so I figure why not just use them. Normally, I get like an old yogurt cup, and I measure out with water first, 3 part and then a single part, and I mark it on the yogurt container, and then I mix the paint in there, transfer it in here. But since I have these, why not just use this? So let's go with 3 parts. 3 parts color. And what I need to do is put some tape on this can so that the pouring edge doesn't get into the groove of the can. So let me just get this set up. And when we're ready to start spraying, I'll turn the camera back on and we'll see it. So we have our paint mixed, I filtered it, I've put in half a cup. We're going to do all the low spots first of all. And, or not the low spots, but the lower parts of the truck. And stay there. All right, I think we're ready to go. I'm going to open up this door. And let me get you pointed over here. All right, so we're going to start from the inside out.
Soundstripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
Work our way from the top down. I'll do the roof, A and B pillars, see how much paint I have. I'm going to have to mix some. There's about that much left. And then we'll do the side.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
gonna do the small inner fenders. I've got them outside, and then we'll get back to the rest of the truck. Okay, so we got one coat. It's a medium coat one of color. And for the most part it looks decent. I think there was just a little bit of orange peel. I can't really see up here, but oops.
Sounds dry.
The paint's laying on pretty well. Like I said before, it's a 3-to-1 mix, and I used about 10% reducer, slow reducer, and I'm hoping that that'll add some sheen to the paint. There I can see just a little bit of sanding imperfection. It's not perfect. It's nice, but it's not perfect. Here it looks like the paint's laying out really nice. I'll try to get around the side here. Passenger door looks really good. There's just a minimum amount of orange peel. I forgot to hit that. But it'll get covered in the second or third pass. Firewall looks good, but there's something weird here. Maybe I bumped it with my pants, I don't know. But it'll get covered. So, we'll wait till this flashes off, about 11:15, and we'll lay the next coat on. Dash, and that headboard. All the jams have been done. So, all right, I'm pretty satisfied right now. So let's just wait for the clock. Here goes coat number 2.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
Coat number 3.
Sounds right. Sounds right. Sounds right.
got all the paint down, color is looking okay. I've got one really bad run on the driver's side, bottom cowl. I'm going to have to fix that later because it's such a bad run. But we're going to do 3 coats of Clearcoat. I got it mixed up and we're ready to use the new gun. So I don't know how this new gun's going to work, but we'll give it a shot.
All the spray guns are cleaned up using lacquer thinner, fully disassembled and cleaned them. So I sprayed the glove compartment door and ashtray door, and this is the front cowl door, or well, front cowl wind catcher, which is going to be permanently sealed, and I had to do the inside of this inner fender. But the truck turned out pretty well. There's a couple spots that are really boogered up. This is one of them on the driver's side, front side cowl. And I hope that I can wet sand that out, buff it. But overall, it looks pretty good. I'm happy I didn't mess up anything else. Roof looks good. There's orange peel, and I assume there would be, because there always is. And I will wet sand and buff it. But overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy. We got all the door jambs. The one part that I really wanted to get nice was the dashboard, and that looks pretty decent. The insides of the doors, these sills, these are going to be, that's going to be covered up here with upholstery and upholstery on the bottom of the doors. But yeah, it looks pretty good. The back is another area that I really wanted to get nice. It didn't turn out as nice as I was hoping, because I just didn't get everything as straight as possible. It's certainly a lot better than it had been. The corners of the back of the cab are pretty good. Back of the roof looks real nice. There's orange peel, but not terribly bad. Inside of the driver's door looks good. No, it doesn't want to stay open. Yeah, so we put 3 coats of paint and 3 coats of clear on it. And so I wanted to add enough clear because of wet sanding and buffing. You don't really want to burn through, because that would, you know, then we'd have to repaint it. So I just wanted to make that clear as thick as I could. I could go thicker, and the thought occurred to me to maybe wet sand it and then do another 2 or 3 coats of clear. But I think it looks pretty decent for an average paint job. It's not a show car, and it's just a real nice driver. So once we get all the paint body work done, we'll be putting the engine in, and yeah, we got all the room here, and so everything was dry fit. We're ready for the air conditioning, plumbing, master brake cylinder plumbing, steering wheel, and a port for wires coming out to the engine from the cab. So I think that'll do it for this video. I just wanted to show you the paint job on the cab, all the fenders and the back bed. That's all finished already and stored away. So the next step will be to start to wet sand and buff, and then we'll start to assemble all the pieces. And this is the fun part. So I wanted to thank you for hanging around with me, and I hope you learned something. It wasn't much of an instructional video, but just show you what I was doing. So thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoy, just hit the subscribe button and the like button, and if you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. So, all right, thanks again. We'll see you next time. Bye.